The Ted Lasso cookie series starts now with Keeley. Hi, I'm Leslie with Leslie's Cookies and Treats, and if you love decorating sugar cookies or you want to learn how, you're in the right place. Let's decorate together. I am so excited to finally share my Ted Lasso cookie tutorials. First up is the always fabulous Keeley Jones. Let's decorate. So I found some clip art or some stickers on the internet. I printed them out in the size I wanted for my cookies and I hand cut them, and I'll link a tutorial for how you can do that in the description. And then I'm just going to outline my cookies with a 15-second royal icing in white and then flood them in. It's okay to start and stop when you get to curves like this if it makes it easier for you to stay close to the edge. You're going to want to touch down with your icing, lift up your piping bag, and slowly go around the cookie, watching where the line of icing is falling along the cookie edge rather than the tip of your piping bag. And as you get to a corner, you can either touch down and turn, or you can drag your line inside to the cookie because we're going to flood it anyway. And then continue on with a new line. So just touch down in the middle of the cookie and then follow along the edge. And then when you've finished outlining your cookie, I'm going to use the same exact icing to flood it in. My icing is a 15-second consistency, so I can go right up to the edge, and I don't have to worry that it's going to overflow. If your icing is a looser flood consistency, you might not want to go all the way to the edge, and instead go ahead and flood your cookie in, and then use a scribe or a toothpick in a circular motion to get that icing over to the edge. And I have a pretty small hole cut in the tip of this piping bag, so it's taking me a minute to flood this in. So if you're having the same problem, go ahead and cut a slightly bigger hole. I actually made these cookies for my husband. He's a huge Ted Lasso fan, and I'm only making one of each character. So these cookies I would also classify as more of an intermediate cookie just because there's so many little sections that we have to pipe. But it's totally doable if you just go step by step. So after I flooded the base of my cookie, I let that dry completely, and then I used a projector to trace the design onto the cookie. You could also use the paper piecing or the tissue paper method, and I'll leave a link for that in the description. And I'm just going to outline and flood in her face with the skin tone royal icing. And I apologize, I know my lighting is terrible, but hopefully you can see this. And perhaps if you want to make these cookies along with me, it might be best viewed on a big screen. So once you get her face all flooded in, go ahead and use your scribe to settle the icing down and shape it if you need to. And then move on down to her hands and pipe those in as well. And then once again, you want to use your scribe or your toothpick to shape it and pop any air bubbles. Settle down any peaks of icing. And once you finish with that, you're going to want to set this cookie aside to dry for about 15 to 20 minutes until the icing crusts over. And then you can come back in and pipe in her ears. So just kind of put a little row of icing here, and then you can use your scribe to shape it a little bit more. And then move on down to her neck and just pipe that in and scribe it. Scribe or your toothpick is your best cookie friend. And then our fashionable Keeley has just a little bit of skin showing at her belly, so go ahead and flood that in as well and use your scribe to shape it, and then set this cookie aside to dry again until the icing crusts over. And then you can come back in with a blue royal icing and pipe in her jeans. Again, her little legs in this little cookie are so skinny, you just kind of want to pipe a line, and then use your scribe once again to shape it and sharpen any corners. And the fact that all of these areas are so skinny and so little is another reason why you want to use a royal icing consistency that's a little bit of a thicker flood, so that the icing doesn't spread or run, that it will hold its shape and stay where you put it. And now I'm grabbing my white icing and I'm just going to flood in her top. So I just basically just put a big dot of icing, and I'm using my scribe to shape it. Some of the little sections on this cookie are too little to really get your piping bag in there and do a good job of shaping the icing, so you can always use your scribe or your toothpick to shape the icing after you've laid it down. So while we let that dry, we'll come on up to her hair, and we're just going to outline and flood in the section of her hair over here on the right hand side. So go ahead and touch down with your piping bag, lift up slightly, and then follow along as you get around all of these curves. You can stop and start if you need to, and make sure you cover the outline marks where you've drawn the design onto your cookie. And then just go ahead and flood that in. Since this is the first cookie in my Ted Lasso series, I want to know, Who's your favorite character? I'm making the entire crew, so tell me who you want to see next. This is one of my favorite parts of cookie decorating because once you start adding the hair and the other details, you can really start to see the character or the cookie come together. And when it's all working the way you want it to, it's such a good feeling, and it's definitely my favorite part. So now let's move to the other side of her hair and go ahead and outline and flood that in as well, following the same process we did before. I'm going to kind of speed through this because you just saw it in very slow-mo. At least it felt like it was slow-mo to me. And so we'll fill this side in, and then as always, I'll use my Scribe to shape it and settle it down. And then I set my cookie side to dry for about 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm just going to come in here and flood in the part at the top of her hair. I wanted it to dry because I wanted there to be separation between the other two parts of her hair that we already piped. And now I'm going to come down to her jacket and just kind of make a line coming down for the jacket and then for her arm as well. And then, as always, use your Scribe to shape this small little area and settle it down and pop any air bubbles. And then move on to the other side and pipe in her jacket over there. Following the same process, go ahead and just use your Scribe to settle it down. It's okay that I just piped one big area because we're going to overpipe the jacket and add some dimension later. And so now that the hair has had a chance to dry again, I'm going to come back up here and add this little part right next to her face. And then I'm going to use my Scribe to shape it and kind of add a little curl over here at the end. So I'll just smooth it all out and then drag out a little bit of icing over here to make a curl. And then we'll let that dry while we move back down to her jacket and then overpipe the front part. So just go ahead and draw a line up the inside on both sides of the jacket. And then we'll use our Scribe to settle down any peaks or bumps if we need to. And this gives the jacket some dimension and separates the arms a little bit. And now we'll just go ahead and flood in the last bit of hair up here at the top. And then once again, use your Scribe to settle that area down and drag it out to a curl if you want to. I feel like Keeley would be the kind of person to decorate cookies and hype every single one. Like she would say, "No bad cookies here, babes. Every cookie is beautiful." But if she were decorating this cookie, there'd probably be a little bit more glitter, a little bit more sparkle, and she'd probably have a full social media strategy for launching this cookie and making a reel. In fact, maybe I need to call her up and see if she can help me out. Anyway, back to the cookie decorating. Grab your black icing and make some little shoes, little dots for shoes down here at the bottom, and then a little boot over here on the other side. And once again, we'll grab our Scribe and we'll shape it the way we need to and pop any air bubbles. And then I let my cookie dry completely, which for me took about 24 hours. And then I used my projector to trace the details of her face on. And then I am using gel food coloring thinned down with the color solution and a detail paintbrush to paint in the details on her face. I started out by painting her eyes brown and I didn't like it, so I went back over it with black. And then I have a red edible marker here. I'm just going to get a little bit of color on my paintbrush, and then I'll use those to paint in her mouth. If you don't have a red edible marker, you can use red food gel. It's just easier for me to use the marker. And then I'm just going to take my white food gel and add some little highlights for her hair. It's little wavy lines to show that her hair is curly. And then grabbing the brown icing again, just make a couple of little skinny lines for her eyebrows. And then grab your purple icing and make a little loop for her earrings. And I stopped squeezing a little bit too early and didn't get my icing all the way up to her ears. So I'll just use my Scribe to drag that icing over. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. And if you drew in her earrings like I did, make sure you cover those up with the purple icing and use your Scribe to shape it if you need to. And there you have it, Keeley Jones the cookie. I had so much fun turning this character into a cookie, and I can't wait to show you the rest of my Ted Lasso collection. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!